I've generated over $200 million in e-commerce sales, not $200 million in courses sold, not $200 million in student results, $200 million in actual product sales from stores that I owned or still own and operate today. And most people teaching e-commerce online have never even hit $5 million themselves, let alone, 10, 20, 50, $100 million or more. So in this video, I'm going to share the 5 biggest lessons I've learned scaling to these numbers that you will never hear from fake gurus. Lesson number 1 is validation over innovation. A lot of people in e-commerce are chasing unique products, or they want to find the products that no one has ever sold before, and that kills their business faster than competition because they're trying to sell something that has not been validated by the market, and you want to sell products that already have a proven demand from the market if you want to succeed in e-commerce. You can spend tens of thousands of dollars trying to validate the product, trying to create something super unique that no one has sold before, or you can sell the product that already exists in the market, start selling it, and then innovate the product over time. This second path is a lot more profitable, it's a lot more sustainable, it requires a lot less risk, and that's what I recommend to do for most people. Unless you're a super experienced product developer, you know how to make amazing products, you know how to innovate, you have some awesome factory relationships or supplier relationships, you should stick to products that have been validated before and sell those. Lesson number 2, you must stay in the game and stay in the loop. You need to stay tapped in and constantly look at other brands that are successfully selling products. You need to look at their ads, you need to look at their funnels, what's popping off right now, and constantly being on that trend where you're seeing what's working right now, because market is constantly changing. In e-commerce, what has worked 6 months ago doesn't work anymore. So you have to be constantly looking at what's working at this particular moment of time and just do that. Also, with all of the new tools with AI, you have to be constantly on top of it because, people that are using it will get a temporary competitive advantage. The way I see it, when new technology emerges, let's say new tool, new AI tool, ChatGPT, Claude, there's new tool called Banana, something from Google. When that tool emerges, there is a temporary window of opportunity for people to start using it and produce results faster. So they can create ads faster, they can build landing pages faster, they can write copy faster. Whatever process is that's the most impactful to your business, you can do it a lot faster than other people. And if you do it, you have the competitive advantage compared to other people, and you can scale a lot faster. So personally, I'm subscribed to 20 different newsletters on AI. I'm subscribed to different Twitter pages, a YouTube channel. So I'm constantly on lookout for the new information and new tools that are popping off so I can quickly jump on them and take that competitive advantage. And by the way, if you want to learn from someone who's actually generated $200 million in e-commerce sales and still operates stores today, click the first link in the description to apply. I have a program for experienced people who want to scale past 7 figures per year and into 8 or 9 figures, along with another program for beginners looking to make their first $1,000 a day. But that's it. Back to the video. Lesson number 3, implementation speed determines success. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs are paralyzed with this perfection. They want to make their website perfect. They want to make their product perfect. They want to make their ads perfect. Everything has to be perfect in order for them to launch. And usually because of that, it takes so much time. It can take months just to launch their first e-commerce store, whereas someone who doesn't overthink it, just put some things together, it's good enough, launch it to the market, that person might be already generating sales, generating profit, and getting momentum, while another person is just waiting to launch. So just being good enough beats perfecting slowly. You can launch something that's okay, that's average, and then over time improve it, but this way you're already gathering the data from the market, you already see what's working, what doesn't, and you can make decisions based on that. Also, with all of the resources available today, you don't have to, for example, live in the United States to have access to payment processors. You don't have to travel across the world to establish your company. You can do all of that online. And for me, when I was starting out, it was a lot harder. And so I was forced to be resourceful. So I was traveling to another country. I was, looking for different solutions to open my company, get all of the payment processors, get all of the ads. Speed in business, especially if you're just starting out or maybe you're at the 6 or 7 figures, it creates competitive advantage that other people simply cannot match. If you simply move faster, you test faster, you learn faster, you will win. Lesson number 4, coaching accelerates everything. I've met so many entrepreneurs over the years that are stuck at 6 or 7 figures, and the reason they're stuck is because they don't have external perspective. They're trying to find solutions in their head, even though they have not had, the experiences that would help them to overcome those challenges. And the best way to overcome those challenges is to seek help from people who've actually done it. So let's say you wanted to learn to drive a car. The best way to learn how to drive a car is to hire someone who knows how to drive the car, who also can guide you through the whole process, who can stop you from making dumb mistakes because they have these 2 pedals on their side as well as you're learning to drive the car with an instructor. So that is the fastest way to learn. And And if you apply that same mindset in your business, instead of trying to figure out everything by trial and error, you'll get progress a lot faster. Also, a lot of entrepreneurs need accountability. They know what they need to do. They're kind of like, yeah, I have to write this copy, or I have to put this ad together, I have to build this website, but they're delaying that process. They're procrastinating because they know that they potentially can fail, so they're trying to avoid that process and just avoid making those mistakes. And in that case, accountability and feedback matter more than new tactics, because on an intellectual level, you might know exactly what you need to do, but you simply are not doing it. And because you're not doing it, you're not getting the results that you want. I can directly attribute every growth spurt that I had in my business to having a new mentor or having a new circle of people that I'm associating with. Because let's say you're at 7 figures and you surround yourself by people that are doing 8 figures or even 9 figures, then your standards rise by default because you want to match your environment. As humans, we kind of like blend in with environment that's around us, and we want to be on the same level. You don't want to be the guy who's doing the smallest numbers in your circle, right? So if you elevate your circle, then you're just like forced to evolve. You're forced to perform better. And as you're facing different challenges in your business, then you're literally just one message away or one call away from solution to that problem. Lesson number 5, systems beat talent. Repeatable processes in a business scale faster than individual big wins. So imagine you have a McDonald's, right? And you make this like amazing burger one time because you have someone who's very good chef, right? So that's good, but you only did it once. And let's say that chef gets sick, right? There's no process how to do that burger. Maybe he uses some special sauce, he uses some special technique. You won't be able to replicate it. So that's why having systems, especially as your business grows, especially if it goes, beyond 7 figures, you need to have systems in your business and repeatable processes that anyone can replicate. That also makes your business more valuable from the enterprise standpoint. So let's say you wanted to sell your business one day and you come to investor, it's like, okay, you want to buy my business? Sure. Like, do you have the process for all the things that you're doing, or it's all dependent on you? Like, no one wants to buy you. They want to buy the business that can run by itself. That's why having processes is more important than having these individual big wins. A lot of 6 or even 7-figure entrepreneurs, they're not running a business. They are being the business. They're just like one guy that does everything. They might be like editing their own ads. They might be managing their own ads. They might be putting their landing pages together. So as you grow the business, you have to evolve into a role of a leader where you bring in people to your team, you're training them, you're coaching them, you're giving them the feedback so they can do certain functions in the business even better than you. A lot of founders and entrepreneurs burn out because they're simply doing too much. They're doing all of the things in a business, they're over-dependent, and if the business declines, they feel depressed, they feel very sad because literally everything has been hanging on them to make that business push forward. Hiring and team building is one of the most valuable skill sets you can acquire if you want to go from 7 figures to 8 figures or even 9 figures in sales. There are thousands of people online claiming they can teach you e-commerce, and most of these people have never generated serious revenue themselves. They're selling you dreams that they've never achieved. So after $200 million in sales, I can tell you that real lessons are not about, secret tactics or new platforms. They're about validation, speed, systems, and staying in the game when others quit. But if you're serious about scaling past where you currently are and want to learn from someone who's actually done this and continues to do this every day, we're currently running our own stores, so we're teaching what we're actually doing. Then click the link in the description to apply, and I'll see you in the next video.